YouTube, it's been a while, man. It's been a while, but I'm glad to say a lot has changed since it's been a while as well, too. As y'all can see since my last video, man, I'm still in this gym. And, like I mentioned in the last video, I think I was around 170 around that time. Now I'm sitting around 190. So I've seen substantial growth in this gym. And as y'all can see right now, I'm wearing my company hat, Armon. So I'm still in the jewelry industry. I've stopped tattooing full time as of April. Man, I'm blessed and glad to say, I got into this new industry. What is that glare at the top right there? Let me see. So it's just coming from the light itself. Yeah, my video is raw. I don't edit, man. Nothing scripted. But yeah, got into a new industry. I've been into it for about 8 months now. And man, I'm glad to say, I've already cleared 6 figures in revenue from scratch. I had no resources, no help starting off. Everything just came from the 3 years that I spent studying the jewelry industry, that taught me which direction to go, which route to take. But still a lot of bumps and bruises, a lot of manufacturers, a lot of people you're gonna deal with that don't do you right. Some people that just want your money and they don't care much about the business relationship, especially when you're starting off. You're not coming to them saying, hey, I have 500 clients, I'm clearing 10 million a year in revenue. Can you do this piece for me? No, you're starting off with them telling them that you don't really have much to offer, but you are starting and you are ambitious, and you are gonna get to where you're going. But a lot of people don't really believe you when you say things. You have to show them, which you can't blame them, But again, I'm blessed to say that I got into a new industry from scratch. I've been able to clear 6 figures in revenue. I'm still figuring out, the income to profit ratio, because I'm not a jeweler that's hitting people over the top of the head. So, like I said prior, I was already doing 6 figures as a tattoo artist for years on end. 23 years old, made my first 6 figures, 2 years into the tattoo industry. Owned a 1,400 square foot storefront. Bought my first Benz cash when I was 23. So, tattooing did me very well. Tattooing also helped me move my family out here to Miami, in this building that I'm in. Courtyard, pool, parking garage, dog park, dog washing machine, everything, all types of amenities. I'm able to afford a $4,000 rent, moving my family from Maryland and DC out here to Miami. So again, tattooing has done a lot for me, man. Tattooing has done a lot for me. My clients have done a lot for me, but it was wearing and tearing on my body very heavy, and I was always passionate about jewelry. And that's what ultimately got me into this jewelry industry. I've had a lot of people ask me, and I've also helped and guided a lot of people on how to get started in this industry. But to be honest with you, a lot of people do not last too long, even those that I help with the solid information, simply because you have to have an obsession with it, man. Like, that's point blank period. I'm in the gym right now, 3 or 4 a.m. Before I was in the gym, I may have already watched 7 different videos on jewelry after watching that, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, just to kind of deter my mind from jewelry because I watch it so much. But again, you have to have an obsession for this industry. This is not something that you can just take lightly and think that you're going to excel in, because it's a lot of things that you have to learn and overcome in this industry. It's a lot of memorization that you have to do. You have to know your numbers. You have to know when things are changing, how they are changing. And then a lot of people think that jewelers only try to fuck consumers, but you have manufacturers that try to fuck jewelers left and right as well too. Just because they're doing mass orders and they're the ones that's making what you want done. Don't think that they're giving us the best cost possible. Like, no, you may go somewhere, they may tell you $1,000 to make it, and you go somewhere else and they say $3,000. Now, it doesn't mean that the person that's saying $3,000 is getting over, but you have to break down, okay, why is this $3,000, Now, sometimes it can be as small as, well, this piece right here, if we set it, this one for $1,000, they're gonna use 2,000 stones. Excuse me, the one for $3,000, they're gonna use 4,000 stones. The cut, the clarity, the color of the stones, how many carats, so on and so forth. You can do the same chain. One chain can be 20 carats, and it can also be the same chain with 40 or 50 carats. That's also going to change the price dramatically. So Where some of these factories can kind of get over on you at is they don't tell you that, you know. They always say, hey, this is how we're gonna make it, 50 carats through the room. They don't tell you that, you know, hey, you and your client can achieve the same look. Instead of doing 50 carats, you can do 35 carats. Now, yes, they'll have less carat weight in there, but it's Malay diamonds, you know. It's not much value in there at all anyway to begin with. But again, they don't tell you that, and it's not that they're trying to get more money from you. They're just trying to maximize on the product of what's being done. So it's a lot of things to learn in this industry as well. But again, man, I'm still on that road to 1 million. 2025 is looking very good. It's looking very, very good. I have a very well thought out, solitude plan that I'm executing on getting everything together right now. I've already tested it. I've already tried it. I'm already seeing the results from it. So now I just have to add fuel to the fire. You know, I lit it. Now I just got to add fuel to it and blow it up. You know what I'm saying? So 2025 is looking very great. Like I said, I'm still in this jump 3-4 a.m. Got my gains in. I'm at 190 now. Feeling good, looking good. To be transparent with y'all, it's just that one area that I have to get all the way together, you know? I mean, as y'all know, we coming out of a rough economy where making 6 figures was cool, but making 6 figures while, you know, you have certain bills and expenses, you know, you're not really eating much once it's all said and done. So, yeah, man. Another thing, too, real quick, man. A lot of people, one thing that hurts me and saddens me the most as a jeweler and being in this industry, man, is seeing, you know, people in general, all races and colors, bragging on, hey, I spent $300,000 on this, I spent $50,000 on this, $20,000 on this. Hey, natural diamonds, fuck lab, boodle-doodle-doom. Now, to clarify, lab diamonds and natural diamonds are exactly, completely identical, chemically, optically, in every way, shape, and form and fashion. They're exactly identical. Some may have different nitrogen levels, which is how they're able to be tested in that machine. But overall, they are exactly identical. Now, GIA, the people who actually grade all diamonds, they do not classify lab diamonds as synthetic diamonds, so how can the consumer say so? De Beers, the people who created and invented the diamond market, they do not classify lab diamonds as synthetic diamonds, so how can the consumer say so? Now, you have your personal opinion, you have it just subjective to be what you like or don't like, then, you know, to each its own. But what hurts me is when I see people saying, man, fuck lab, boodle-doodle-doom. You know, not knowing that lab, if you spending your $20,000 on something, you could have spent $4,000 to $6,000 on lab and got that same exact look. And most people that say that don't have 100,000. So you spending 20,000 on some shit, drive a car, going back home to your apartment, so on and so forth, haven't accumulated no true assets, don't have $100,000 saved. Most times scamming, trapping, or getting that money illegally, you know what I'm saying? And then even if you are getting it legally, you're spending it stupid. So you're not accumulating any wealth, but you're bragging on something that's only helping your wealth gap spread wider and wider. So if you listen to that, you can hear how that doesn't make sense. But again, it's a personal preference, so I don't knock it. You know, I sell everything. You know, I sell whatever a client, customer say, hey, this is my budget, this is what I'm trying to get done, so on and so forth. I give them the wide ranges that we can work with, and then they pick their choice, and then we run it. But again, I love to see people make those smart, informed decisions, man. I've sold moissanite to millionaires. You know, I've sold lab diamonds to millionaires. I've sold natural diamonds to millionaires. I've also sold natural diamonds to people that I can tell they had to tell me, hey, give me a few more days, I'm coming up with the money, and then they come buy it, you know? I'm not one to judge, but at the same time, I see the differences in how each transaction happens, and it saddens me to see the people that barely got it are the ones that want to spend the most. They want to brag the most, they want to boast the most, but in reality, really don't got it. So, in my opinion, man, we have to change that narrative. We have to get smarter with our money. It's not our fault that we like the things that glitz, that glam, and you don't have to deprive yourself of that. But at the same time, understand that there is a smarter way to do everything. It's like you can buy the same S550 Mercedes in 2 different places. You can get a 2019 S550 at the dealership, maybe 60K, 80K, 70K when it first came out, or you can go to the auction and get the same car for 30K, 40K, 25K, 20K. You know what I'm saying? But you're getting the same exact vehicle. At the light, you both are gonna look exactly the same. So that's pretty much how the lab diamond and natural diamond industry is. Now, moissanite is a whole different gemstone, a whole different ball game. You know, one of the biggest ways to save money, but it's not a diamond, so you have a different look, you know? So that's why that has the connotation that it has to it. and why people view it and judge it the way that they do. But overall, man, buy what you like, wear what you like, love what you buy, you know, love what you have, wear it comfortably. But be smart with your money, man. You know, my whole goal is becoming a jeweler, starting this company, Armon, is to help my people save money on something that we are so uneducated on to begin with. So, again, it hurts and it saddens me when I see the opposite happening, but at the same time, you know, I would be a fool to be like, hey, no, I'm not going to sell you this because you want to spend all your money. Now, that's like an insult to the client or the customer, you know, so. Yeah, man, but again, 7 months in full time, 6 figures in revenue. So I went from making 6 figures in a year to making 6 figures in 7 months in a brand new industry that I got into from scratch. So I dropped a 6-figure income and I obtained another one, revenue within 7 months. So we're coming up on 1 year soon. Next year is going to be crazy. I'm calling it now. Definitely minimum $500,000 up next year. Again, I got the right game plan. I have the right drive, the right grit, the right determination. I'm obtaining the proper knowledge to get me there. All I have to do is do the work, you know, which has never been nothing for me. It's never been nothing for me. It's always been my duty. So just coming and checking with y'all real quick, man. This video is a little lengthy, straight to the point. But again, y'all know it ain't no edit, ain't no cuts, ain't no none of that. Just straight raw talking. This is really documentation to myself. I really don't care who sees it because I know one day a lot of people are going to come back and see it once I get to where I'm going. So I'm about to get this bump in, put my headphones in, tap into this motivation, man. Shop Armon & Co. Shop AbTheJeweler. We in Miami with it right now. Next year we going city to city, state to state, country to country. We going on a tour. As a jeweler, man, black jeweler in this industry, making it happen. God bless all. You know, I get down on my knees and I pray frequently, you know, just about every day. I definitely speak with God every day, and I just about get down on my knees and pray every day. You know, I'm working on doing twice a day. But again, man, without God, none of it's possible. It's always been at the forefront of my heart, the forefront of everything that I do. You know, I got faith tattooed right here on my head. I keep faith in him. I let him guide me. I let him do the work. And that's where all the miracles come from, in my opinion, you know. But, yeah. Checking in, tapping in, man. 7 month, about 7-8 month checkout. Really about 7 months. But we're going towards the next month over, so. It's just a checkup right here. Documentation for myself, because we're on that road to 1 million still. I'm gonna be a millionaire soon. Remember me saying this, today's date is November 15th, 16th, 2024. I'm gonna be a millionaire soon from this date, soon, mark my words. And this is documentation of it, so. Let's get it.